solve using radians. Okay. I did a previous problem like this where I used a calculator, but a lot of calculators don't have an inverse cotangent. See, my job is to get theta all by itself, but theta is trapped by this cotangent wrapped around it. And so what I would have to do is I would have to take the inverse cotangent of both sides. But I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to be a little creative. What if I don't have an inverse cotangent button? Like, let's say I'm on Desmos, which doesn't have an inverse cotangent button. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, if root 3 over 3 equals cotangent of stuff, then I can just turn this into root 3 over 3 equals 1 over the tangent of stuff. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, thank you. Now what I have here is I have myself a proportion, crisscross applesauce. 3 times 1 is 3. So I'll put that 3 over here. Root 3 times tangent of stuff is going to be root 3 tangent of stuff. What is that? 6? 6. Divide both sides by root 3, and now I have tangent of theta plus pi over 6 equals, leave myself some space, you'll see why in a second, 3 over root 3. Now I can run into most calculators and take the inverse tan of both sides. Now, when I take the inverse tan of a tan, that leaves me with whatever I have. All right, so I'm going to write up here, theta plus pi over 6 equals the inverse tangent of 3 over root 3. By the way, don't yell at me about root 3 being on the bottom. I'm just going to throw it all into a calculator anyway. When I throw it all into a calculator, I get pi thirds. Trust me on this one. Okay? This is in radians. Make sure that your calculator is set to radians. Now I have to subtract pi over 6 from both sides. Pi thirds minus pi over 6 is going to be pi over 6, because this could be like 2 pi over 6. So 2 pi minus a pi, it's just a pi. Sounds like Thanksgiving. But what I have to do in a case like this is I'm solving for all possible thetas. Remember, cotangents along with all the other trig functions repeat itself. So when I'm dealing with a tangent or a cotangent, I have to add pi n to my final answer because of the way that tangents and cotangents repeat themselves. So my final answer is going to be pi over 6 plus pi n. That's every single theta. Now, if it gave me like restrictions where it said, well, here's an interval of 0 and 2 pi, then that changes things and maybe I only have 2 answers, but I'm solving for every possible radian and this allows for every possible answer. So that's my guy. I'm done. I had fun. Thank you for watching.